Hey guys, RDMA here. So for today's video, I'm doing something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and that is my bookshelf tour of 2017. So I actually just finished arranging all of my shelves, so I'm going to share them with you right now. This is probably going to be a longer video, so without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. Okay, so here's just a quick overview of the shelf, and I'm also going to be showing you all my pop vinyls. So, first off, let's do pop vinyls. So I got Captain America, Bucky Barnes, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Iron Man, Black Panther, Kitty Pryde, Storm, Deadpool, Ramsay Bolton, and Drogon. And then actually, if you like zoom up here, by Gregory is my little Wolverine one. So there's that. Okay, so now for my bookshelves, I tried something a little bit new, and instead of just doing a continuous alphabetical by author, I did kind of different genres, and then within the genre is alphabetical by author. So kind of like a real bookstore. That's what I tried to do. So anyways, this whole shelf and then down to about here is my fantasy shelf. So first I have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And then I also have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, all by J.K. Rowling. Over here I have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which is beautiful. I have Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Haven't read it yet, but I'm super excited. I then have The Iron King, The Iron Daughter, The Iron Queen, and The Iron Knight, all by Julie Kagawa. I then have The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I then have Aragon by Christopher Paolini. Eldest is down here, couldn't fit it over here. And then I have The Demon King, The Exiled Queen, The Grey Wolf Throne, and The Crimson Crown, all by Cinda Williams Chima. Down here I have the Game of Thrones. So it's Game of Thrones, A Clash of Kings, A Storm of Swords, A Feast for Crows, and then A Dance with Dragons. And I also down here have the first book, A Game of Thrones, but this is the illustrated edition. All of these are by George R.R. Martin. Over here I have Star-Crossed, Dreamless, and Goddess by, I think it's Josephine. Yes, Josephine Angelini. Over here, which is my favorite cover ever, I have The Graces by Laura Eve. Then up here, let's see if I can get the camera to get you see that. Okay. So I then have Hush Hush and Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. Then I have The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily Lily Blue, and Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. And then under here I have Ink, Rain, and Storm by Amanda Sun. And finally I have The Twilight and Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer. Moving on to over here, I have my second bookshelf, so let's just do a quick overview. Okay, so first I'm just going to do all the pop vinyls on every shelf. So we got Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Ghostface, Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn, and Diablo. Then we have my favorite shelf. We have Jin, Luke Skywalker, Cassian, Poe, Chirrut, and Baze. Then down here we have Misty Day, James Patrick March, Shaggy, and Cornelia Fox. We then have Oswald Cobblepot, Fred from Big Hero 6, Aquaman, and finally little Bruce Wayne down there. Okay, for this shelf, I removed the ones that I had on the side, and I'll get to those later. So this is actually my movie shelf. I have a bunch of movies and TV shows here, all categorized alphabetically. So let's just get right into it. Oh, you can't really see that, but it's fine. So I got Arrow Season 1 and Arrow Season 2. I have the Avengers, Avengers Age of Ultron. I have Big Hero 6 and the Science of Big Hero 6. I then have Captain America the First Avenger, Captain America the Winter Soldier, and then Captain America Civil War. Carrie, Chronicle, The Colony, The Darkest Hour, Deadpool, Deepwater Horizon, Fault in Our Stars, all four, the first 4 Final Destination movies. I have up here, I have The First Time, and then I have Game of Thrones Season 1, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Host, The Incredible Hulk, How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay Part 1. I don't have Part 2. I Am Number 4, Inception, Kick-Ass, Kingsman: The Secret Service, The Kings of Summer, and The Martian. Over here is The Maze Runner, Me Before You, Money Monster, Now You See Me Too, Pineapple Express, Red Dawn, RV, Shameless Season 1, 2, and 3, Starred Up, Star Wars Episodes 1 to 3, Star Wars Episodes 4 to 6, and then Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, Suicide Squad, and the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and now on to my other. The 2 stacks that I have the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. I have all these Teen Wolves here, and some of them are missing. So I have Season 1, Season 2, 3-Part 1, 3-Part 2. I do own Season 4, but I have lent it to a friend right now. I do not own Season 5, Part 1. I am trying to go find it somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it yet. But then I have Season 5, Part 2. So it's still building that. Then I have Thor: The Dark World, Transformers: Age of Extinction, Tristan and Isolde. Over here I have Unbroken, The Vampire's Assistant, Warm Bodies, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and then under here is X-Men Apocalypse. And those are all of my movies. This next shelf here I call my Percy Jackson shelf. It has all of my books by Rick Riordan. So right here in the corner, these 2 beasts of books, this is Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes and Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. Right on top here I have The Titan's Curse, the graphic novel. Then have Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, Titan's Curse, Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian, which is in the Percy Jackson series, Percy Jackson Olympians. Over here I have The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, and then it moves on to over here as the Mark of Athena, The House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus, which is the Heroes of Olympus series. I have the Red Pyramid, the Serpent Shadow, and the Throne of Fire, which is from, what's it called? The Kane Chronicles trilogy. Over here, in here I have the Sword of Summer, and then down here I have the Hammer of Thor. That is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. And then finally right in here is the Hidden Oracle, which is book 1 of the Trials of Apollo series. So this is my like shrine to Rick Riordan and also Star Wars. So this next shelf is many things. It is my shrine to Cassandra Clare. It is also the end of my fantasy slash otherworldly series that I have here, and it's also the beginning of my contemporary books. So let's get started. First in the back I have my Cassandra Clare. I have City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and back here you can barely see it is City of Heavenly Fire. I have Tales of the I have Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy and the Bane Chronicles, which are like a collection of short stories in the universe. I then have Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess, which is the Infernal Devices, so Mortal Instruments, short stories, Infernal Devices. I have the Shadowhunter Codex, which is like a companion novel. And then back here I have Lady Midnight, which is the first book in her new series, The Dark Artifices. So that's only the first book. Underneath here I have Afterworld by Scott Westerfeld. Then moving along over here, I have Poet Anderson of Nightmares, and that just fell over. And this is by Tom DeLonge and Suzanne Young. So I'm really excited to read that. Okay, so now on to my contemporary section. I have Symptoms of Being Human by, who's it by? Jeff Garvin. And then I have my John Green, so I have An Abundance of Catherines, and over here I have The Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns, and Will Grayson, also by John Green, except Will Grayson was also co-written by David Leviathan, so there's that. Over here I have Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, that is by Becky Albertalli. I have Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews. And then under here I have Kids of Appetite by David Arnold. So that is my, oh, I forgot about this one. This little one, I have Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. So there's that one. It's hiding in there, my little book. For this last shelf in this bookcase, it has a lot of things. This is the rest of my contemporary books, and this also starts off my science fiction section. So, if we just move these, we can get back here. Right at top, I have The Book of Luke by Jenny O'Connell, and then here is all my books by Ellen Hopkins. So it is Crank, Glass, Fallout, Impulse, and Perfect. I love her books. They're amazing. Up here, oh, if I can grab it, up here I have The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Stedman. So that book is jammed up there. Moving that away. Here I have Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. And then to continue from there, I have After You, also by Jojo Moyes. The Rest of Us Just Live Here, Patrick Ness. I have Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven. Romeo and or Juliet by Ryan North. Sorry, I'm on a bag right now and it's making a lot of noise. If I move this, I have Eleanor and Park and Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Schizo by Nick Sheff. My Heart and Other Black Holes by, oh no, who is it by? Jasmine Warga. That's who it's by. I forgot. Okay, so then I have The Here and Now by Anne Brashers. And then, oh no, that's out of order. It's supposed to be up here first. So it's Angelfall, World After, and End of Days by Susan E. And then I have Scan, and that, oh my gosh, I can't remember the names. It's co-written. I will edit in their names here, because I'm not lifting up all these books on here to get to it. Okay, so then, going into the rest of my sci-fi. So right here, I have 1,000 Pieces of You, 10,000 Skies Above You, and then A Million Worlds with You by Claudia Gray, which is beautiful. I have Rogue One, A Star Wars Story by Alexander Freed, The Host by Stephanie Meyer, and then The 100 by Cass Morgan. I then have Jurassic Park and The Lost World by Michael Crichton, and then I have We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. So that is that shelf. Okay, so these next books here are actually on my floor right now because I need to move them to a different shelf and find room for them. I don't have enough shelves at the moment. So over here I have my, oh, what do I call it? My classic section. So in my classic section, I have The Giver by Lois Lowry, Romeo and Juliet, William Shakespeare. I have my Jane Austen bind-up, which is, I think, Emma, Persuasion, Sense and Sensibility, and Pride and Prejudice. I have Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights by Charlotte and Emily Bronte. I have the first 3 novels of the Tarzan of the Apes by, his last name's Burroughs, and I should know this, but whatever. Tales from the Arabian Nights by Sir Richard Francis Burton. Classic works by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems. Dracula by Bram Stoker. And then entire collection by Jules Verne. So it's got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Journey to the Center of the Earth, 5 Weeks in a Balloon, like stuff like that. So there's that. Over here I have the rest of my sci-fi section. So I have Item Number 4, The Power of 6, The Rise of 9, The Fall of 5, The Revenge of 7, and The Fate of 10, and United as One by Pittacus Lore. Down here I have These Broken Stars. It's another co-written one, so I will put their names right here. I have The Martian by Andy Weir, and then I have The Fifth Wave, Infinite Sea, and The Last Star, all by Rick Yancey. Moving on, I have my horror section. So I have Flowers in the Attic, Petals in the Wind, and then a bind-up of If There Be Thorns and Seeds of Yesterday by V.C. Andrews. I have Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendare Blake, Project Cain by Jeffrey Gerard, Berserk by Michael Grant, and then I have Carrie, Salem's Lot, and Under the Dome by Stephen King. We're almost done, I swear. Okay, this is just the last little bit of books that I have. So here is my dystopian section. So I have Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. Then I have my little James Dashner obsession. I have Maze Runner, Scorched Trials, Death Cure, Kill Order, and The Fever Cold, all by James Dashner. And then The Eye of Minds, The Rule of Thoughts, and The Game of Lives, also by James Dashner. Then I have Legend by Mary Lou, and then I have Uglies, Pretties, Specials, and Extras by Scott Westerfeld, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is kind of the section that I didn't really know where to put the books, so this is what that is. So I have Rogues, which is a collection of short stories from a bunch of different authors, George R.R. Martin, Gillian Flynn, people like that. Then underneath I have Zoo by James Patterson. Then have The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer, which I just bought yesterday. Black Widow Forever Read by Margaret Stohl. And then Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. And over here is kind of like my miscellaneous section, if you will. So I have Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari, I Hate My Selfie by Shane Dawson, A Work in Progress by Connor Franta, Adulthood is a Myth by, what's her name? Sarah Anderson. And then I have a bind-up of the Walking Dead comics by Robert Kirkman. So there's that. Okay, yes, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this tour of my books. So there are probably going to be a lot more even a few months from now. So hopefully it won't change too much, or maybe it will change a lot the next time I do another one of these bookshelf tours. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment what you thought on this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and I am Iridania, and thank you so much for watching.